If elected, I'd be the first woman ever. I'd be the youngest person ever. When you're my age, you can run for Congress. And the only person of color to represent the Illinois 14th District in Congress. I'm a 32-year-old registered nurse from Naperville, Illinois. We all have an opportunity on November 6th. I'm running for Congress in the Illinois 14th District. I'm the Democratic nominee. And that opportunity is to vote. We're less than a month away from the election, so early voting's already started here in Illinois. I'm Lauren Underwood running for Congress. People approach this as you're clearly a racial minority in this community. How did you overcome that? And I don't think of it in terms of overcoming anything. I was steeled against racism. I was ready for it. And what I found instead was sexism and folks being a little uncomfortable with my age. This combination of being a young woman has been something that people have had some pretty strong reactions to.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
I developed my identity here. President Obama endorsed our campaign. I was shocked. I found out on Twitter. I was in the middle of a soybean field talking to a farmer, and my team came over and they're like, oh my God, and I'm like, what? I'm so excited.
You're just doing it.
When I was considering running for Congress, my race and background was not something that I considered. This is my home. This is my community. I was one of the women that marched in the Women's March. And 3 months later, I found myself at my representative's one and only event, and he was not honest about healthcare coverage. He was only going to support a version of Obamacare repeal that let people with pre-existing conditions keep their healthcare coverage. And as a nurse, that kind of promise was really important to me. And then he went and voted for the American Health Care Act.
After 7 years of trying, Republicans can finally claim a win tonight in their drive to repeal Obamacare.
Passing the House by the slimmest of margins.
The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
I believe that representatives should be transparent and honest about their votes. And he didn't seem to recognize any of that, so I decided, you know what? It's on, I'm running. My opponent says that I'm an outsider, which is his racially coded language that I don't belong and somehow I'm not trustworthy. Nice to meet you all. Hi. I've grown up in this community. This is the community that taught me how to be a Black woman. We are on the campus of Neuqua Valley High School, my alma mater. I grew up here in a community called Naperville. It's 45 minutes west of Chicago. A lot of the activities in our community were designed for young families. Have you heard of a senator? I was on a t-ball team. I played basketball with the YMCA, and then we were just involved in all these activities. I have so many great memories of school. My campaign's so different in so many ways. One, we've really prioritized this idea of being everywhere all the time because our district is very large. We're gonna all get to vote. And at times it feels like our communities couldn't be more different. But you know what we said? We said that we were gonna continue to show up and have a physical presence in every community. So we're downtown Naperville today to find out what my Ben & Jerry's flavor is going to be for our campaign. I am so excited about this.
Underwood for the common good, which is her flavor.
Flavor is an apple pie base because the apple is an Illinois state fruit. Some people might say that she's the underdog. It's going to be hard for her to win. You know, Ben and Jerry were the underdog. If we get behind Lauren, if we get our friends to get behind Lauren, she's going to win.
I love Naperville and I love Northern Illinois, and it's been a real honor to be able to run for office here.